If music be the food of love, play on. Give me excess of it, that, surfeiting, the appetite may sicken and so die. That strain again that had a dying fall. Oh, it came o'er like my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough, no more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before.
Will you go hunt, my lord?
What, Curio?
The hart.
Why, so I do, the noblest that I have. Oh, when mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. That instant was I turned into a hart, and my desires, like fell and cruel hounds, ere since pursue me. How now? What news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted. But from her handmaid do return this answer. The element itself, till 7 years' heat, shall not behold her face at ample view. But like a cloistress she will veiled walk, and water once a day her chamber round with eye-offending brine. All this to season a brother's dead love, which she would keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh, she that hath a heart of that fine frame to pay this debt of love but to a brother, how will she love? When the rich golden shaft hath killed a flock of all affections else that live in her, when liver, brain, and heart, these sovereign thrones, are all supplied and filled her sweet perfections with one self king. Away before me to sweet beds of flowers. Love thoughts lie rich when canopied with bowers.
What country, friends, is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
And what should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perhaps he is not drowned. What think you, sailors?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
Oh, my poor brother. And so perchance may he be.
True, madam. And to comfort you with chance, assure yourself, after our ship did split, when you and those poor numbers saved with you, hung on our driving boat, I saw your brother, most provident in peril, bind himself, courage and hope both teaching him the practice, to a strong mast that lived upon the sea, where, like Orion on the dolphin's back, I saw him hold acquaintance with the waves, so long as I could see.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, in nature as in name,
What is the name?
Orsino.
Orsino. I have heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is now, or was so very late. For but a month ago I went from hence, and then 'twas fresh in rumor, as you know, what great ones do, the less will prattle of, that he did seek the love of fair Olivia,
What is she?
a virtuous maid, the daughter of a count that died some 12 months since, then leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died, for whose dear love they say she hath abjured the company and sight of men.
Oh, that I served that lady.
That were hard to compass, because she will admit no kind of suit. No, not the Duke's.
There is a fair behavior in thee, captain. I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me what I am, and be my aid. For such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent, I'll serve this Duke. Thou shalt present me as a eunuch to him. And what else may hap to time, I will commit. Only shape thou thy silence to my wit.
Be you his eunuch, and all your mute be. When my tongue blabs, then let mine eyes like not see.
I thank thee. Lead me on.
plagues means my niece to take the death of her brother thus, I am sure cares an enemy to life.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier nights. My lady your niece takes great exception to your ill hours.
Why, let her accept before accepting.
That quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday. Oh, and of a foolish knight you brought in one night here to be her wooer.
Who, Sir Andrew Aguecheek?
Aye, he.
Ah, he's as tall a man as any in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
Why, he has 3,000 ducats a year.
Aye, but he'll have but a year and all these ducats. He's a very fool and a prodigal.
Oh, by this hand, they are scoundrels and subtractors that say so of him. Who are they?
They that add, moreover, he's drunk nightly in your company.
We're drinking healths to my niece. What wench? Castiliana Volgo. And here comes Sir Andrew Agueface.
Sir Toby Belch, how now, Sir Toby Belch?
Sweet Sir Andrew.
Bless you, fair shrew.
Thank you too, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew.
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Oh, good Mistress Accost. I desire better acquaintance.
My name is Mary, sir.
Good Mistress Mary Accost.
You mistake, knight. Accost is front her, board her, woo her, assail her.
By my troth, I would not undertake her in this company. Is that the meaning of accost?
Fare you well, gentlemen.
And thou let's part so, Sir Andrew. Would thou mightst never draw sword again.
And you part so, mistress, I might never draw sword again. Fair lady, do you think you have fools on hand?
Sir, I have not you by the hand.
Marry, but you shall have, and here is my hand.
Oh, now, sir, thought is free. I pray you, bring your hand to the buttery bar and let it drink.
Wherefore, sweetheart? What is your metaphor?
It's dry, sir.
Why, I think so, but I am not such an ass that I can keep my hand dry. What is your jest?
A dry jest, sir.
Are you full of them?
Mary, I have them at my fingers' ends. Now I let go your hand. I am barren.
Oh, knight, thou lackest a cup of canary. When did I see thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think, unless you see a canary put me down. Methinks sometimes I have no more wit than a Christian or an ordinary man has, but I am a great eater of beef, and I believe that does harm to my wit.
No question.
Faith, I'll home tomorrow, Sir Toby. Your niece will not be seen, or if she be, it be 4 to 1, she'll none of me. The Count here himself hard by woos her.
She'll have none the Count. She'll not match above her degree, neither in estate, years, nor wit. I have heard her swear it. Tut. There's life in it yet, man.
I'll stay a month longer. Shall we set about some revels?
Oh, what else we do? What else shall we do? Excellent.
Whoso Cesario? Oh,
On your attendance, my lord here.
stand you a while, aloof, Cesario. Thou knowest no less, but all. I have unclasped to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her doors and tell them, there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Oh, my noble lord, if she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she never will admit me.
Be clamorous and leap all civil bounds rather than make unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her, my lord. What then?
Oh, then Unfold the passion of my love, surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It shall become thee well to act my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth than in a nuncios of more grave aspect.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it. For they shall yet belie thy happy years that say thou art the man. Diana's lip is not more smooth and rubious. Thy small pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound, and all is semblant of a woman's part. I know thy constellation is right apt for this affair. Some 4 or 5 attend him, all if you will, for I myself am best when least in company. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord to call his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet a barful strife, whoe'er I woo myself would be his wife.
Nay, either tell me where thou hast been, or I will not open my lips so wide as a bristle may enter by way of thy excuse. My lady will hang thee for thy absence.
Many a good hanging prevents a bad marriage.
You are resolute, then.
Not so neither, but I am resolved on 2 points.
Oh, that if one break, the other will hold, and if both break, your gaskins fall.
Apt, in good faith, very apt. Well, go thy way. If Sir Toby would leave drinking, thou wert as witty a piece of Eve's flesh as any in Illyria.
Peace, you rogue! No more of that. Oh, here comes my lady. Use your excuse wisely. You were best.
God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear, fellows? Take away the lady.
Go to. You're a dry fool. I'll no more of you. Take the fool. Besides, you grow dishonest.
2 faults, Madonna, that drink and good counsel will amend. The lady bade take away the fool, therefore I say again, take her away.
Sir, I bade them take away you.
Misprision in the highest degree. Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously good, Madonna.
Well, sir, for want of other idleness, I'll bide your proof.
Good Madonna, why mournest thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, gentlemen.
What think you of this fool, Malvolio? Doth he not mend?
Yes, and shall do so till the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity, for the better increasing your folly. Sir Toby will be sworn that I am no fox, but he will not pass his word for 2 pence that you are no fool.
How say you to that, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more brain than a stone. Look you now, he's out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he is gagged.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with a distempered appetite. There is no slander in an allowed fool, though he do nothing but rail, nor no railing in a known discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Now Mercury endue thee with leasing, for thou speakest well of fools.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desires to speak with you.
From the Count Orsino, is it?
Count Orsino. I know not, madam. 'Tis a fair young man and well attended.
Who of my people hold him in delay?
Oh, crud. Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madman. Fie on him.
I'm coming.
Well, you, Malvolio, if it be a suit from the Count, I am sick, or not at home, what you will to dismiss it. Now you see, sir, how your fooling grows old and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoke for us, Madonna, as if thy eldest son should be a fool. Here he comes. One of thy kin has a most weak pia mater.
By mine honor, half drunk? What is he at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
A gentleman. What gentleman?
It is a gentleman here. A plague of these pickled herrings. Oh, how now, sot?
Oh, good Sir Toby.
Oh, cousin. Cousin, how have you come so early by this lethargy?
Lechery? Lechery? I defy lechery. There's one at the gate.
Mary, what is he?
Let it be the devil, and he will. I care not. Give me faith, say I. Well, it's all one.
What's a drunken man like, fool?
Oh, like a drowned man, a fool, and a madman. One draught of heat makes him a fool, the second mads him, and a third drowns him.
Go thou and seek the crowner, and let him sit in my cuz, for he's in the 3rd degree of drink. He's drowned. Go look after him.
He is but mad yet, Madonna, and the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on him to understand so much and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have a foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He's fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so. And he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be the supporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind?
What manner of man?
Oh, a very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you or no?
Of what personage and years is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy, as a squash is before 'tis a peas cod, or a codling when 'tis almost an apple. 'Tis with him in standing water between boy and man. He's very well favored and speaks very shrewishly. One would think his mother's milk were scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call in my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman! My lady calls!
Give me my veil. Come, throw it over my face. We'll once more hear Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house, which is she?
Speak to me. I shall answer for her. Your will?
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you, tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I will be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to con it.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my part. Good gentle one, give me modest assurance if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech.
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
Most certain if you are she, you do usurp yourself, for what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise, and then show you to the heart of my message.
Come to what is important in it. I forgive you the praise.
Alas, I took great pains to study it, and tis poetical.
It is the more like to be feigned. I pray you, keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. 'Tis not that time of moon with me to make one so skipping a dialogue.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way.
No good, swabber. I am to hull here a little longer. Some mollification for your giant, sweet lady? Tell me your mind. I am a messenger.
Sure, you have some hideous matter to deliver when the courtesy of it is so fearful. Speak your office.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter.
Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me I have learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To any others, profanation.
Give us the place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady.
A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom. In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer it by the method, in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text, but we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, such a one as I was this present is not well done.
Excellently done, if God did all.
'Tis in grain, sir, 'twill endure wind and weather.
'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive, if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out diverse schedules of my beauty. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see you what you are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompense, though you were crowned the nonpareil of beauty.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him, yet I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, of great estate, of fresh and stainless youth, in voices well diverged, free, learned, and valiant, and in dimension and the shape of nature a gracious person, but yet I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house, write loyal cantons of contemned love, and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Halloo your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Oh, you would not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state as well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more. Unless, perchance, you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well. I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
I am no feed post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love make his heart of flint that you shall love, and let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortune, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions, and spirit do give thee fivefold blazon. Not too much? Soft, soft. Unless the master were the man. How now, even so quickly may one catch the plague? Methinks I feel this youth's perfection with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be. What ho, Malvolio?
Oh, here, madam, at your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger, the county's man. He left this ring behind him, would I or not. Tell him I'll none of it. Desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him up with hopes. I am not for him. If that the youth will come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reason for it. Hie thee, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
I do, I know not what, and fear to find mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and be this so.
Will you stay no longer? Nor will you not that I go with you?
By your patience, no. I shall crave of you your leave that I may bear my evils alone. It were a bad recompense for your love to lay any of them on you.
Let me yet know of you whither you are bound.
No, sooth, sir, my determinate voyage is mere extravagancy. You must know of me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian, which I called Rodrigo. My father was that Sebastian of Messaline, whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, would we had so ended? But you, sir, altered that. For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Alas, the day!
A lady, sir, though it is said she much resembled me, was yet of many accounted beautiful. But though I could not with such estimable wonder over far believe that, yet thus far will I boldly publish her. She bore a mind that envy could not but call fair. Oh, she is drowned already, sir, with salt water, though I seem to drown a remembrance with more.
Pardon me, sir, your bad entertainment.
Oh, good Antonio, forgive me your trouble.
If you will not murder me for my love, let me be your servant.
If you will not undo what you have done, that is, kill him whom you have recovered, desire it not. Fare ye well at once. I am bound to the court, Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else would I very shortly see thee there. But come what may, I do adore thee so, that danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
Were you not even now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir, on a moderate pace, I have since arrived but hither.
She returns this ring to you. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself.
She took the ring of me, I'll none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and her will is it should be so returned. There, if it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She made good view of me, indeed so much that sure methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts distractedly. She loves me, sure. The cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring. Why, he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so as 'tis, Poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise, I see thou art of wickedness, wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy is it for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms? Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we, for such as we are made of, such we be. How will this fetch? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am mad, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now, alas the day, what thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? Oh, time, thou must untangle this, not I. 'Tis too hard a knot for me to untie.
Not to be in bed after midnight. 'Tis up betimes, thou knowest.
Nay, by my troth, I know not, but I know to be up late is to be up late.
Oh, a false conclusion. I hate it as an unfilled can. To be up after midnight is to go to bed then, and is early. So that too, go to bed after midnight is to go to bed betimes. Marian, I say, a stoup of wine.
Do, 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 do.
Here comes the fool of faith.
Wow, now my heart. Did you never see the picture of we three?
Welcome, ass. Now let's have a catch. Come on. There's a sixpence for you. Let's have a song.
Would you have a song of love or a song of good life?
A love song. A love song.
I care not for good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay and hear your true love's coming, that can sing both high and low. Trip no further, pretty sweeting. Journeys end in lovers' meeting. Every wise man's son doth know.
Excellent, good of faith.
Good, good.
What is love? 'Tis right hereafter. Present mirth hath present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay there lies a plenty. Then come kiss me, sweet and 20. Youth of stuff will not endure.
A mellifluous voice as I am true knight.
A contagious breath that shall make the welkin dance indeed. Shall we arouse the night owl in a catch that will draw 3 souls out of one weaver? Shall we do that?
Most certain. Let our catch be thou knave.
Hold thy peace, thou knave knight. I shall be constrained to call thee knave knight.
It is not the first time I have constrained one to call me knave. Begin, fool. It begins, hold thy peace.
I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
Good, if faith, come, begin.
What is love? 'Tis not hereafter. Present mirth hath present laughter. What's to
How long do you keep here? Oh, God. If my lady have not called up her steward Malvolio and bid him turn you out of doors, never trust me.
My lady's a Cation. We are politicians. Malvolio's a Pegaramsey. And 3 merry men be we. Am not I consanguous? Am I not her blood? Tilly Valley lady. There dwelt a man in Babylon, lady.
For the love of God, peace!
My masters, are you mad? Or what are you? Have you no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gabble like tinkers at this time of night? Do you make an alehouse of my lady's house that you speak out of your cosier's catches without any mitigation or remorse of voice? Is there no respect of place, persons, or time in you?
We did keep time, sir, in our catches. Snack up.
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you that Though she harbors you as her kinsman, she's nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, and it would please you to take leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Art any more than a steward? Dost thou think because thou art virtuous, there can be no more cakes and ale? Go, sir, rub your chain with crumbs. A stoup of wine, Maria.
Mistress Mary, if you prized my lady's favour at anything more than contempt, you would not give means for this uncivil rule. She shall know of it by this hand.
Go shake your ears.
'Twere as good a deed as to drink when a man's a-hungry, to challenge him in the field and then to break promise with him and make a fool of him.
Do it, knight. I'll write thee a challenge, or I'll deliver thy invitation to him by word of mouth.
Wait, Sir Toby, be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the counts was today with my lady, she is much out of quiet. For Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a nay word and make him a common recreation, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. Oh, I know I can do it.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love. I can write very like my lady your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Oh, excellent. I smell a device.
I have it in my nose, too.
He shall think by the letters that thou wilt drop that they come from my niece, and that she's in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
Then your horse would make him an ass.
Ass, I doubt not.
Oh, it will be admirable.
Port Royal, I warrant you. I know my physic will work with him. I will plant you three, and let the fool make a third, where he shall find the letter. Observe his construction of it. For this night, to bed, and dream on the event. Farewell.
Oh, before me, she is a good wench.
She is a beagle, true bred, and one that adores me. What of that?
I was adored too once.
Come, I'll go burn some sack. 'Tis too late to go to bed now. Come, night.
Give me some music. Now, good morrow, friends. Now, good Cesario, but that piece of song, that old and antique song we heard last night, methought it did relieve my passion much. Come, but one verse.
He is not here, so please your lordship, that should sing it.
Who was it?
Vesti, the dresser, my lord, a fool that the lady Olivia's father took much delight in. He is about the house.
Seek him out. Come hither, my boy. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it remember me. For such as I am, all true lovers are, unstayed and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives the very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou dost speak it masterly. My life upon it, young though thou art, thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it loves. Hath it not, boy?
A little, by your favor.
What kind of woman is't?
Of your complexion?
She is not worth thee, then. What years in faith?
About your years, my lord.
Too old, by heaven. Let still a woman take an elder than herself. So wears she to him, so sways she level in her husband's heart. Or, boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost and worn than women's are.
I think it well, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself, or thy affection cannot hold the bent. For women are as roses, whose fair flower being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
And so they are. Alas, that they are so. To die even when they to perfection grow.
Oh, fellow, come. The song we had last night.
Come away, death and in sad cypress, let me be laid. Fly away, breath. I am slain by a fair cruel maid. My shroud of white circle with you. Oh, prepare it, my part of death. No one so true did share it. Not a flower sweet on my black coffin let there be strewn. Not a friend greet my poor corpse where my bones shall be thrown. 1,000 sighs to save. Lay me away, sad true lover, never find my grave to weep there.
There's for thy pains.
No pains, sir. I take pleasure in singing, sir.
Give me now leave to leave thee.
Now the melancholy god protect thee. Farewell.
Let all the rest give place. Once more, Cesario, get thee to yon same sovereign cruelty. Tell her, my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantity of dirty lands, but 'tis that miracle and queen of gems that nature pranks her and attracts my soul.
But if she cannot love you, sir?
I cannot be so answered.
Sooth, but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love a great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her, you tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman's sides can bite the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No women's heart so big to hold so much. They lack retention, but mine is at all as hungry as the sea, and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me and that I owe Olivia.
Aye, but I know.
What dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men may owe. In faith they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter loved a man, as it might be perhaps were I a woman, I should your lordship.
And what's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but like concealment, like a worm in the bud, feed on her damask cheek. She pined in thought. She sat like patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too, and yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the same, that's the team. To her in haste. Give her this jewel. Say, my love can give no place, bide no denay.
Come my ways, Signor Fabian.
Nay, I'll come. If I lose a scruple of this sport, let me be boiled to death with melancholy.
Wilt thou not be glad to have the niggardly rascal, sheep-biter, come by some notable shame?
I would exult, man. You know he brought me out of favor with my lady about a bear baiting here.
Here comes the little villain.
Get you all three into the box tree. Malvolio's coming down this walk. He has been yonder in the sun, practicing behavior to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Close in the name of jesting. Oh, lie thou there, for here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling.
'Tis but fortune. All is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near that should she fancy it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on it?
Here's an overweening rogue.
Oh, peace. Contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him. How he jets under his advanced blue.
And I could so beat the rogue.
To be Count Malvolio.
Oh, rogue.
Pistolum.
There is example for it. The lady of the Stragi married the yeoman of the wardrobe.
Try on him, Jezebel.
Oh, peace. Now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state,
For a stone bow to hit him in the eye.
calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I have left Olivia sleeping,
Byron Brimstone.
and then to have the humor of state, and after a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place as I would they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman Toby.
Bolts and shackles.
Oh, peace, now.
Toby approaches, curtsies to me there.
Shall the fellow live?
Though our silence be drawn from us, I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control,
Not Toby, take a blow to the lips then.
saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me on your niece, give me this prerogative of speech. You must amend your drunkenness.
Out, scab.
Nay, patience, or we'll break the sinews of our plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me, I warrant you.
One Sir Andrew.
I knew it was I, for many do call me fool.
What employment have we here?
Now is the woodcock near the gin.
By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her C's, her U's, and her T's, and thus make she her great P's. It is, in contempt of question, her hand.
Her C's, her U's, and her T's? Why is that?
To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes, her very phrases. To whom should this be?
Liver and all.
I may command where I adore, but silence like a Lucrece knife with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I-L-E eye doth sway my life.
Blessed riddle.
An excellent wench, I say.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life. Nay, but first let me see.
Oh, a dish of poison has she dressed him.
With what wing the spaniel checks at it.
I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me. I serve her. She is my lady. Why, this is evident to any formal capacity. There's no obstruction in this. And the end, what should that alphabetical position portend? If I could make that resemble something in me. Softly. M-O-A-I.
Ooh, I make up that. He's now on the gold scent.
Chacha will cry upon for all this, though it be as rank as a buck's.
M. Malvolio. M. Why, that begins my name.
Did I not say he would work it out? The cur is excellent at faults.
M. But then there is no consonancy in the sequel that suffers under probation. A should follow, but O does.
And O shall end, I hope.
M-O-A-I. This simulation is not as the former, and yet to crush this a little, it would bow to me, for every one of these letters are in my name. Soft here follows prose. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon 'em. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say remember. Go to. Thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still. Farewell. She that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. This is opened. I do not fool myself to let imagination jade me, for every reason excites me to this, that my lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my leg being cross-gartered. I thank my stars I am happy. I will be strange, stout in yellow stockings and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove, may my stars be praised, here is yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well, therefore in my presence still smile, dear my sweet, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do all that thou wilt have me.
I will not give my part of this sport for a pension of thousands to be paid for the Sophie.
I could marry this wench for this device.
Oh, could I too?
And have no other dowry with her, but such another jest.
Nor I neither.
Here comes my noble gold catcher.
Oh, wilt thou set thy foot on my neck?
Or on mine neither.
Why, thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
If you will then see the fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings and 'tis a color she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests. If you will see it, follow me.
Oh, to the gates of Tata, thou most excellent devil of wit.
I'll make one too.
Save thee, friend, and thy music. Dost thou live by thy tabor?
No, sir, I live by the church.
Or art thou a churchman?
No matter, sir. I do live by the church, for I do live at my house, and my house doth stand by the church.
Art not thou the Lady Olivia's fool?
No, indeed, sir. The Lady Olivia has no folly. She will keep no fool, sir, till she be married.
I saw thee late at the Count Orsino's.
Foolery, sir, does walk about the orb like the sun. It shines everywhere. I think I saw your wisdom there.
Oh, nay, and thou pass on me, I'll no more with thee. Hold, there's expenses for thee.
Now, Jove, in his next commodity of air, send thee a beard.
By my troth, I'll tell thee, I'm almost sick for one. Though I would not have it grow on my chin. Is thy lady within?
My lady is within, sir. I will construe to them whence you come.
Save you, gentlemen.
And you, sir?
De Bougar, monsieur.
Et voici votre serviteur.
I hope, sir, you are, and I am yours.
Will you encounter the house? My niece is desirous you should enter, if your trade be to her.
I am bound to your niece, sir. I mean, she is the list of my voyage.
Oh, taste your legs, sir. Put them in motion.
My legs do better understand me, sir, than I understand what you mean by bidding me taste my legs.
I mean, to go, sir. To enter.
I will answer you with gate and entrance. But we are prevented. Most excellent, accomplished lady, the heavens rain odors on you.
That youth, the rare courtier, rain odors, well.
My matter hath no voice, but to your own most pregnant and vouchsafed ear.
Odors, pregnant, vouchsafed.
Let the garden door be shut and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty, madam, and most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir. You're a servant to the Count Orsino, youth.
And he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
For him, I think not on him, for his thoughts would they were blanks rather than filled with me.
Madam, I come to whet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Oh, by your leave, I pray you, I bade you never speak again of him. But, would you undertake another suit? I had rather hear you to solicit that than music from the spheres.
Your lady.
Give me leave, beseech you. I did send, after the last enchantment, you did hear, a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me, you. Under your hard construction must I sit to force that on you in a shameful cunning which you knew none of yours. What might you think? Have you not set mine honor at the stake and baited it with all the unmuzzled thoughts that tyrannous heart can think? To one of your receiving enough is shown. A cypress, not a bosom, hideth my heart. So let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
Oh, that's a degree to love.
No, not a grise, but 'tis a vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies.
Why then, methinks 'tis time to smile again. Oh, world, how apt the poor are to be proud. If one should be a prey, how much the better to fall before the lion than the wolf. Be not afraid, good youth. I will not have you. There lies your way, due west.
Then westward ho! Grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. You'll nothing, madam, to my lord by me.
Stay, I prithee. Tell me what thou thinkst of me.
That you do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
And think you right, I am not what I am.
I would you were, as I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, than I am? I wish it might, for now I am your fool.
Oh, what a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip. A murderous guilt shows not itself more soon than love that would seem hid. Love's night is noon. Cesario, by the roses of the spring, by maidhood, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee so that, maugre all thy pride, nor wit nor reason can my passion hide. Do not extort thy reasons from this clause, for that I woo. Thou therefore hast no cause, but rather reason thus, with reason fetter. Love sought is good, but given unsought is better.
By innocence, I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, and that no woman has, nor never none shall be mistress of it, save I alone. And so, adieu, madam. Nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again, for thou perhaps mayst move that heart which now abhors to like his Louvre.
No, Faith, I'll not stay a jot longer.
Thy reason, dear Venom, thy reason.
You must needs yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
Mary, I saw your niece do more favors to the Count's serving man than ever she bestowed upon me. I saw in the orchard.
Did she see thee a while, old boy? Tell me that.
As plain as I see you now.
This was a great argument of love in her toward you.
Slight, would you make an ass of me?
She did show favor to the youth in your sight only to exasperate you, to awake your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should have them accosted her, and with some excellent jests, fire new from the mint, you should have banged the youth into dumbness. This was looked for at your hand, and this was balked. The double guilt of this opportunity you let time wash off, and you are now sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard, unless you do redeem it by some laudable attempt, either by valor or policy.
Challenge me, the Count's youth, to fight with him. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece shall take note of it, and assure thyself there is no love broker in the world can more prevail in man's commendation with women than report of valor.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will either of you bear me a challenge to him?
Go, write it in a martial hand. Be cursed and brief. Let there be gall enough in thy ink that though thou write with a goose pen, no matter. About it.
Where should I find you?
We'll call thee at the cubiculo. Go.
Mm-hmm.
We shall have a rare letter from...
Yes, I won't deliver it. Never trust me then. And by all means stir on the youth to an answer. I think oxen and wain ropes cannot hail them together. For Andrew, if he were opened, and you find so much blood in his liver as will clog the foot of a flea, I'll eat the rest of the anatomy. Look where the youngest wren of 9 comes.
If you desire the spleen and will laugh yourself into stitches, follow me. Yon gull, Malvolio, has turned heathen. He's in yellow stockings.
And cross-gartered.
Villainously. He does obey every point of the letter that I dropped to betray him. Oh, he does smile his face into more lines than is in the new map with the augmentation of the Indies. You have not seen such a thing as 'tis. I can hardly forbear hurling things at him.
Come, bring us to where he is.
I would not by my will have troubled you, But since you make your pleasure of your pains, I'll no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire, more sharp than filed steel, did spur me forth.
My kind Antonio, I can no other answer make but thanks and ever thanks. What's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. Best first go see your lodging.
Well, I'm not weary, and 'tis long tonight. I pray you, let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials and things of fame that do renown the city.
Would you'd pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once, in a sea fight, gainst the Count, his galleys I did some service. Of such note indeed, that were I ta'en here, it would scarce be answered.
Do not then walk too open.
It doth not fit me. Hold, sir, here's my purse. In the south suburbs at the Elephant is best to lodge. I will bespeak our diet, whiles you beguile the time and feed your knowledge with viewing of the town. There shall you have me.
Why I your purse?
Haply your eye shall light upon some toy you have desired to purchase. And your store, I think, is not for idle markets, sir.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
I have sent after him. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What bestow of him? For youth is bought more oft than begged or borrowed. I speak too loud. Where is Malvolio? He is sad and civil and suits well for a servant of my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
He's coming, madam, but in very strange manner. Oh, he is sure possessed, madam.
Why? What's the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam, he does nothing but smile. Oh, your ladyship were best to have some guard about you if he come, for sure the man is tainted in his wits.
Go, call him hither. I am as mad as he, if sad and merry madness equal be. How now, Malvolio?
Sweet lady, ho ho!
Why list thou? I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad lady? Could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood, this cross-gartering, but what of that? If it please the eye of one, it is with me as the very true sonnet is, please one and please all.
Ay, how dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Oh, not black in my mind, though yellow in my legs. It did come to his hands, and commands shall be executed. I think we do know the sweet Roman hand.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed? Aye, sweetheart, and I'll come to thee.
Oh, God, comfort thee. Why dost thou smile so and kiss thy hand so oft?
Be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well writ.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great, some achieve greatness,
What
and some have greatness thrust upon 'em.
Heaven restore thee.
Remember who commended thy yellow stockings.
Thy yellow stockings.
Wish to see thee cross-gartered.
Oh, cross-gartered.
Go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so.
Am I made?
If not, let me see thee a servant still.
This is very midsummer madness.
Madam, the young gentleman of the court, Orsino's, is returned. I could hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
I'll come to him. Good Maria, let this fellow be looked to. Where's my cousin Toby? Let some of my people have especial care of him. I would not have him miscarry for the half of my dowry.
Oh, do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look to me. This concurs directly with the letter. She sends him on purpose that I may appear stubborn to him, for she incites me to that in the letter. And when she went away now, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow. Not Malvolio, nor after my degree, but fellow. Well, Jove, not I is the doer of this, and he is to be thanked.
Which way is he? Oh, dear God. In the name of sanctity.
Here he is, here he is. How is't with you, sir? How is't with you, man?
Go off. I discard you. Let me enjoy my private. Go off.
Lo, how hollow the fiend speaks within him. Did not I tell you? Oh, Sir Toby, my lady, prays you have a special care of him.
Ah, does she so?
Go to, peace, peace. I must gently with him. Let me alone. How do you, Malvolio? How is't with you? What man defy the devil? Consider he's an enemy, sir, of mankind.
Do you know what you say?
Oh, lie you, and you speak ill of the devil, how he takes it at heart. Pray God he be not bewitched.
How now, mistress?
Oh, Lord!
Prithee, hold thy peace. It is not the way.
Okay.
See you move him. Let me alone with him.
No way but gentleness. Gently, gently. The fiend is rough and will not be roughly used.
Why, how now, my cock? How dost thou chuck?
Get him to say his prayers, good Sir Toby. Get him to pray.
My prayers, minx.
No, I warrant you, he will not hear of godliness.
Oh, go hang yourselves all. You are all idle, shallow things. I am not of your element. You shall know more hereafter. La, 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 la.
Is it possible?
If this were played upon a screen now, I could condemn it as an improbable fiction.
His very genius hath taken the infection to the device, man.
Nay, pursue him now, lest the device take air and taint.
Why, we shall make him mad indeed.
Oh, the house will be the quieter.
We will have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already in the belief that he's bad. But see.
More matter for a May morning.
Here's the challenge. Read it, I warrant you. There's vinegar and pepper in it.
He's so saucy.
I warned him, but do read.
Youth, whatever so thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Good and valiant.
Wonder not, nor admire in thy mind why I do call thee so, for I will show thee no reason for't.
Ah, good note. That keeps you from the blow of the law.
Thou comest to the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly, but thou liest in thy throat. That is not the matter I challenge thee for.
Very brief and to exceeding good sense. Less.
I will waylay thee going home, where if it be by thy chance to kill me,
Good.
thou killest me like a rogue and a villain.
Still you keep on the windy side of the law. Good.
Fare thee well, and God have mercy on one of our souls. He may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better, and so look to thyself, thy friend as thou usest him, and thy sworn enemy, Angrew Aguecheek. If this letter move him not, his legs cannot, I'll give it to him.
Oh, you may have very fit occasion for it. He is now in some commerce with my lady, and will by and by depart.
Go, Sir Andrew, scout me for him at the corner of the orchard like a bum bailey. So soon as ever thou seest him draw, and as thou drawest, swear horrible Away!
Hey, let me alone for swearing.
No, I will not deliver this letter. But I will deliver his challenge by word of mouth, set upon Anguicheek a notable report of valor, and drive the gentleman, as I know his youth to be aptly receive it, into the most hideous opinion of his rage, skill, fury, impetuosity, and if this so fright them both that they will kill one another by the look, like cockatrices.
Here he comes with your niece. Give them way till we take leave, and presently after.
I have said too much unto a heart of stone, and laid mine honor too unchary out. There's something in me that reproves my fault, but such a headstrong, potent fault it is that but mocks reproof.
With the same behavior that your passion bears goes on my master's griefs.
Here, wear this jewel for me. 'Tis my picture. Refuse it not. It hath no tongue to vex you, and I beseech you, come again tomorrow. What shall you ask of me that I'll deny that honor saved may upon asking give?
Nothing but this, your true love for my master.
How with mine honor may I give him that which I have given to you?
I will acquit you.
Well, come again tomorrow. Fare thee well. A fiend like thee might bear my soul to hell.
Gentlemen, God save thee.
And you, sir.
That defense thou hast, betake thee to it. And what nature the wrongs that thou hast done him, I know not, but thy interceptor, full of despite, bloody as the hunter, attends thee at the orchard end. Dismount thy tuck, be ere in thy preparation, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake, sir. I'm sure no man hath any quarrel to me. My remembrance is very free and clear from any image of offense done to any man.
You will find it otherwise, I assure you.
I pray you, sir, what is he?
He is a knight, dubbed with unhatched rapier and an carpet consideration, but he is a devil in private brawl. Souls and bodies hath he divorced 3, and his incensement at this moment is so implacable that satisfaction can be done by but the pangs of death and sepulchre.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me this courteous office, as to know of the knight what my offense to him is. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Sir Fabian, stay you by this gentleman till my return.
Pray you, sir, do you know of this matter?
I know the knight is incensed against you, even to a mortal embitterment. But nothing of the circumstance more.
I beseech you, what manner of man is he?
Oh, he is indeed, sir, the most skillful, bloody, and fatal opposite that you could possibly have found in any part of Illyria. Will you walk towards him? I will make your peace with him if I can.
Oh, I shall be much bound to you for it. I am one that had rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I care not who knows so much of my mettle.
Why, man, he's a very devil. They say he's been a fencer to the Sophy.
Pox on it, I'll not meddle with him.
Aye, but he will not now be pacified. Fabian can scarce hold him yonder.
Plague on it, and I thought he had been valiant and so cunning in fence. I'll have seen him damn ere, and I'll have challenged him. Oh, let the matter slip, and I'll give him my horse, Grey Capulet.
I'll make the motion. Stand here. Make a good show on it. This shall end without perdition of souls. Mary, I'll ride your horse as well as I ride you. There is no remedy, sir. He will fight with you for oath's sake. He protests he will not hurt you.
Oh, pray God defend me. A little thing would make me tell them how much I lack of a man.
Give ground if you see him furious.
Come, Sir Andrew. There's no remedy. The gentleman will, for honor's sake, have one bout with you, but he has promised me, as he is a gentleman and a soldier, he will not hurt you.
Pray God he keep his oath.
I do assure you, 'tis against my will.
Put up your sword. If this young gentleman have done offense, I take the fault on me. If you offend him, I for him defy you.
Hey, if you be an undertaker, I am foil.
Oh, good Sir Toby, hold. Here come the officers.
This is the man. Do thy office.
Antonio, I arrest thee at the suit of Count Orsino.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir, no jot. I know your favor well, though now you have no sea cap on your head. Take him away. He knows I know him well.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you, but there's no remedy. I shall answer it. What will you do? Now my necessity makes me to ask you for my purse. You stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the kindness you have showed me here, and part being prompted by your present trouble out of my lean and low ability, I'll lend you something. My having is not much. I'll make division of my present with you. Hold. Here's half my coffer.
Will you deny me now? Is it possible that my deserts to you can lack persuasion? Do not tempt my misery, lest that it make me so unsound a man as to upbraid you with those kindnesses that I have done for you.
I know of none.
Come, sir, I pray you, go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death, relieved him with such sanctity of love, and to his image, which methought did promise most venerable worth, did I devotion.
To us, the time goes by, away.
But oh, how vile and idle proves this God. Thou hast, Sebastian, done good feature shame.
The man goes mad, away with him. Come, come, sir.
Lead me on.
He thinks his words do from such passion fly that he believes himself, so do not I. Prove true, imagination, oh, prove true, that I, dear brother, be now ta'en for you. He named Sebastian, I my brother know, yet living in my glass. Even such and so in favor was my brother, and he went still in this fashion, color, and ornament. For him I imitate. Oh, if it prove, tempests are kind, and salt waves fresh in love.
Very dishonest, paltry boy, and more a coward than a hare. His dishonesty appears in leaving his friend here in the necessity and denying him, and for his cowardship, ask Fabian.
Yeah, a coward, a most devout coward, religious in it.
Slid, I'll after him again and beat him.
Come, let's see this event.
I dare lay money it will be nothing yet.
Will you make me believe that I am not sent for you?
Go to, thou art a foolish fellow. Let me be clear of thee.
Well, held out in faith. No, I do not know you, nor I am not sent to you by my lady to bid you come speak with her, nor your name is not Master Cesario, nor this is not my nose, neither. Nothing that is so is so.
I prithee, vent thy follies somewhere else. Thou knowst not me.
Vent my folly! I prithee now, ungird thy strangeness, and tell me what I shall vent to my lady. Shall I vent to her that thou art coming?
I prithee, foolish Greek, depart from me. There's money for thee. If you tarry longer, I shall give worse payment.
By my troth, thou hast an open hand.
Now, sir, have I met you again? There's for you.
Why, there's for thee. There. All the people mad?
This will I tell my lady straight. I would not be in some of your coats for 2 pence.
Come, sir, hold!
Nay, let him alone. I'll go another way to work with him. I'll have an action of battery against him if there be any law in Illyria. Though I struck him first, yet 'tis no matter for that.
Come, my young soldier, put up your iron. You are well-fleshed. Come on.
I will be free from thee. What dost thou now? If thou darest me further, draw thy sword.
What? What? Nay. Then I must have an ounce or two of this Malaput blood from you.
Hold, Toby, on thy life I charge thee, hold.
Madam!
Will it be ever thus? Ungracious wretch, fit for the mountains and the barbarous caves where manners ne'er were preached. Out of my sight. Be not offended, dear Cesario. Rhodesby, be gone. I prithee, gentle friend, let thy fair wisdom, not thy passion, sway in this uncivil and now unjust extent against thy peace. Go with me to my house, and hear thou there how many fruitless pranks this ruffian hath botched up, that thou thereby mayst smile at this. Thou shalt not choose but go, do not deny. Beshrew his soul for me, he started one poor heart of mine in thee.
What relish is in this? How runs the stream? Or I am mad, or else is this a dream? Let fancy still my sense, and let thee steep. If it be thus to dream still, let me sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee, would thou be ruled by me?
Madam, I will.
Oh, say so, and so be.
Nay, I prithee, put on that gown and that beard. Make him believe thou art Sir Topus the curate. I'll call Sir Toby the whilst.
Well, I'll put it on, and I will dissemble myself in't. And I would I were the first that ever dissembled in such a gown. The competitors enter.
Jove bless thee, Master Parson.
Bonus dias, Sir Toby, for as the old hermit of Prague that never saw pen and ink very wittily said to a niece of King Gorboduc, that is. So I, being Master Parson, am Master Parson, for what is that, and is, but is.
To him, Sir Topus.
What ho, I say, peace in this prison!
Knave counterfeits well, a good knave.
Who calls there?
Sir Topus the curate, who comes to visit Malvolio the lunatic.
Oh, Sir Topus, good Sir Topus, go to my lady.
Oh, hyperbolical fiend, how vexest thou this man? Talkest thou nothing of ladies?
Well said, Master Parson.
Sir Topus, never was man thus wronged, good Sir Topus. Do not think I am mad. They have laid me here in hideous darkness.
Why, thou dishonest Satan, sayest thou that this house is dark?
I am not mad, Sir Topus, I say to you. This house is dark.
Madman, thou errest. I say there is no darkness but ignorance, in which thou art more puzzled than the Egyptians in their fog.
I say this house is as dark as ignorance, though ignorance were as dark as hell, and I say there was never man thus abused. I am no more mad than you are. Make the trial of it in any constant question.
What is the opinion of Pythagoras concerning wildfowl?
That the soul of our grandam might happily inhabit a bird.
What thinkest thou of his opinion?
I think nobly of the soul, and no way approve his opinion.
Oh, fare thee well. Remain thou still in darkness. Thou shalt hold the opinion of Pythagoras ere I will allow of thy wits. Fare thee well.
Sir Topaz! Sir Topaz!
My most exquisite Sir Topus.
Nay, I am for all waters.
Thou mightst have done this without thy beard and gown. He sees thee not.
Him in thine own voice, and bring me word how thou findest him. I would be rid of this knavery, for I am now so far in offence with my niece that I cannot pursue with any safety this sport to the upshot. Come by and by to my chamber.
Hey, Robin, Robin, tell me how the lady does.
Fool! Fool, I say!
What? Who calls, huh?
Good fool, as ever thou wilt deserve. Well, at my hand, help me to a candle, and pen, ink, and paper, as I am a gentleman. I will live to be thankful to thee for it.
Master Malvolio?
Shy, good fool.
Alas, sir, how fell you besides your 5 wits?
Fool, there was never a man so notoriously abused. I am as well in my wits, fool, as thou art.
But as well? Then you are mad indeed, if you be no better in your wits than a fool.
They have here propertied me. Keep me in darkness, send ministers to me, asses, and do all they can to face me out of my wits.
Advise you what you say, the minister is here. Malvolio, thy wits the heavens restore. Endeavor thyself to sleep and leave thy vain dibble babble.
Sir Topus!
Maintain no words with him, good fellow. Who, I, sir? Not I, sir. God be with you, sir. Good Sir Topus. Marry, amen. I will, sir, I will.
Fool! Fool! Fool, I say!
Alas, sir, be patient. What say you, sir? I am shent for speaking to you.
Good fool, help me to some light and some paper. I tell thee I am as well in my wits as any man in Illyria.
Well a day that you were, sir.
By this hand I am. Good fool, some ink, pen, and paper, and light, and convey what I will set down to my lady. It shall advantage thee more than ever the bearing of letter did.
I will help you to it.
Fool, I'll requite it in the highest degree. I prithee, be gone!
This is the air. That is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me, and you see it and feel it. And though 'tis wonder that enwraps me thus, yet 'tis not madness. Where's Antonio then? I could not find him at the Elephant. His counsel now might do me golden service. For though my soul disputes well with my sense that this may be some error, but no madness, yet doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust mine eyes and wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust, but that I am mad, or else the lady's mad. There's something in't that is deceivable. But here the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine. If you mean well, now go with me and with this holy priest into the chantry by. There before her, and underneath that consecrated roof, plight me with the full assurance of your faith. What do you say?
I'll follow this good maid and go with you, and having sworn truth will ever be true.
Then lead the way, good mother, and heaven so shine that they may fairly note this act of mine.
Now, as thou lovest me, let me see his letter.
Good Master Fabian, grant me another request.
Anything.
Do not desire to see this letter.
Come on.
I know thee well. How dost thou, my good fellow?
Truly, sir, the better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
Just the contrary. The better for thy friends.
No, sir, the worse.
How can that be?
Marry, sir, they praise me and make an ass of me. Now my foes tell me plainly I am an ass, so that by my foes, sir, I profit in the knowledge of myself, and by my friends I am abused.
Why, this is excellent.
By my troth, sir, no, though it please you to be one of my friends.
Thou shalt not be the worse for me. There's gold.
But that it would be double dealing, sir. I would you could make it another.
You can fool no more money out of me at this throw. If you will let your lady know I am here to speak with her, and bring her along with you, it may awake my bounty further.
Marry, sir, lullaby to your bounty till I come again.
Here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me.
That face of his I do remember well. Yet when I saw it last, it was besmeared as black as Vulcan in the smoke of war.
Oh, you did me kindness, sir, drew on my side, but in conclusion put strange speech upon me. I know not what 'twas, but distraction.
Notable pirate! Thou saltwater thief! What foolish boldness brought thee to their mercies, whom thou in terms so bloody and so dear hast made thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir, be pleased that I shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was thief or pirate. Though I confess, on base and ground enough, Orsino's enemy. A witchcraft drew me hither. That most ingrateful boy there by your side, from the rude seas enraged and foamy mouth did I redeem. For his sake did I expose myself, pure for his love, into the danger of this adverse town. Drew to defend him when he was beset, where being apprehended, his false cunning, not meaning to partake with me in danger, taught him to face me out of his acquaintance, denied me mine own purse, which I had recommended to his use not half an hour before.
How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord. And for 3 months before, no interim, not a minute's vacancy, both day and night, did we keep company.
Here comes the Countess now. Heaven walks on earth. But for thee, fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth hath tended upon me. But more of that anon. Take him aside.
What would, my lord, but that he may not have, wherein Olivia may seem serviceable? Cesario, you do not keep promise with me.
Adam!
Gracious Olivia.
What do you say, Cesario? Good, my lord.
My lord would speak, my duty hushes me.
If it be aught to the old tune, my lord, it is as fat and fulsome to mine ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant, lord.
What? To perverseness? You uncivil lady, to whose ingrate and unauspicious altars my soul the faithfulest offerings hath breathed out that air devotion tendered. What shall I do?
Even what it please, my lord, that shall become him.
Why should I not? Had I the heart to do it, like the Egyptian thief at point of death, kill what I love? A savage jealousy that sometimes savors nobly. But hear me this. Since you to non-regardance cast my faith, and that I partly know the instrument that screws me from my true place in your favor, live you the marble-breasted tyrant still. But this your minion, whom I know you love, in whom by heaven I swear I tender dearly, him will I tear out of that cruel eye, where he sits crowned in his master's spite. Come, boy, with me. My thoughts are ripe in mischief. I'll sacrifice the lamb that I do love to spite a raven's heart within a dove.
And I must jocund, apt and willingly, to do you rest 1,000 deaths would die.
Where goes Cesario?
After him I love, more than I love these eyes, more than my life, more by all mores, than e'er I shall love wife. If I do feign you witnesses above, punish my life for tainting of my love.
Ay, me detested. How am I beguiled?
Who does beguile you? Who does do you wrong?
Hast thou forgot thyself? Is it so long?
Away.
Call forth the Holy Mother.
Come away.
Whither, my lord? Cesario, husband, stay.
Husband?
Aye, husband, can he that deny?
Her husband, Sarah.
No, my lord, not I.
Alas, it is the baseness of thy fear that makes thee strangle thy propriety. Fear not, Cesario. Take thy fortunes up. Be that thou knowest thou art, and then thou art as great as that thou fearest. Oh, welcome, mother. Mother, I charge thee by thy reverence here to unfold, though lately we intended to keep in darkness what occasion now reveals before 'tis ripe. What thou dost know hath newly passed between this youth and me.
Contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed by mutual jointer of your hands, attested by the holy close of lips, strengthened by interchangement of your rings, and all the ceremony of this compact sealed in my function by my testimony, since when my watch hath told me toward my grave I have traveled 2 hours.
O thou disassembling cup, what wilt thou be when time hath sowed a grizzle on thy case? Farewell, and take her, but direct thy feet where thou and I henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest.
Oh, do not swear. Hold little faith, though thou hast too much fear.
For the love of God, a surgeon, send one presently to Sir Toby.
What's the matter?
He has broke my head across and given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb too. For the love of God, your help, I had rather than a 40-pound ride home.
Who's done this, Sir Andrew?
Gentleman, one Cesario. We took him for a coward, but he's the very devil incarnate.
My gentleman, Cesario.
Oh, just lifelings, here he is. You broke my head for nothing. And that I did. I was sent to do it by Sir Toby.
Why do you speak to me? I never hurt you. You drew your sword upon me without cause, but I bespoke you fair and hurt you not.
If a bloody coxcomb be a hurt, you have hurt me. I think you said nothing by a bloody coxcomb. Here comes Sir Toby halting. You shall hear more, but if you had not been in drink, you would have been tickled that you other gave thing you did.
How now, gentlemen? How is't with you?
That's all one that hurt me, and there's an end on it. Sot, it's see Dick Surgeon, Sot.
No, he's drunk, Sir Toby, an hour gone. His eyes were set at 8 in the morning.
And he's a rogue, and a passé measures penguin. I hate a drunken rogue.
Away with him. Who hath made this havoc with them?
I'm sorry, madam, I've hurt your kinsman. You throw a strange regard upon me, and by that I do perceive it hath offended you. Pardon me, sweet one, even for the vows we made each other but so late ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, and 2 persons. A natural perspective, that is and is not.
Oh, Antonio! Oh, my dear Antonio! How have the hours racked and tortured me since I have lost thee?
Sebastian, are you?
If you saw that, Antonio.
How have you made division of yourself? An apple collected 2 is not more twin than these 2 creatures. Which is Sebastian?
Most wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother, nor can there be that deity in my nature of here and everywhere. I had a sister, whom the blind waves and surges have devoured. Of Charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman, what name, what parentage? Of Messalene? Sebastian was my father, such a Sebastian was my brother too, so went he suited to his watery tomb. If spirits can assume both form and suit, you come to fright us. A spirit I am indeed, but I'm in that dimension grossly clad from which the womb I did participate. Were you a woman, as the rest goes even, I should my tears let fall on your cheek and say, thrice welcome, drowned Viola. My father had a mole upon his brow, and so had mine, and died that day that Viola, from her birth, had numbered 13 years. Oh, that record is lively in my soul. He finished indeed his mortal act that day that made my sister 13 years. If nothing lets to make us happy both, but this my masculine usurped attire, do not embrace me till each circumstance of place, time, fortune do cohere and jump that I am Viola, which to confirm, I'll bring you to a captain in this town, where lie my maiden weeds, by whose gentle help I was preserved to serve this noble count. All the occurrence of my fortune since hath been between this lady and this lord. So it comes, lady, you have been mistook, but nature in her bias drew in that you would have been contracted to a maid. Nor are you therein by my life deceived. You are betrothed both to a maid and a man.
Be not amazed, right noble is his blood. If this be so, as yet the glass seems true. I shall have share in this most happy wreck. Boy, thou hast said to me 1,000 times, thou never shouldst love women like me.
And all those sayings will I overswear, and those swearings keep as true in soul as doth the orbed continent the fire that severs day from night.
Give me thy hand, and let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
The captain that did bring me first on shore hath my maid's garments. He upon some action is now in durance at Malvolio's suit, a gentleman and follower of my lady's.
Ye shall enlarge him. Fetch Malvolio hither. And yet, alas, now I remember me, they say, poor gentleman, he's much distract. How does he, Sirrah?
Oh, truly, madam, he holds Beelzebub at the stave's end, as well as a man in his case may do. He has here writ a letter to you.
Open it and read it.
Look then to be well edified when the fool delivers the madman. By the Lord, madam!
Oh, now, art thou mad?
No, madam, I do but read madness, and your ladyship will have it as it ought to be. You must allow vox.
Prithee, read thy right wits.
So I do, Madonna, but to read in his right wits is to read thus. Therefore, prepare, my princess, and give here.
Read it you, Sirrah.
By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know it. Though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin rule over me, yet have I the benefit of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on, with the which I doubt not but to do myself much right or you much shame. Think of me as you please. I leave my duty a little unthought of and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio.
Did he write this?
Aye, madam.
This savors not much of distraction.
See him delivered. Fabian, bring him hither. My lord, so please you, these things further thought on to think me as well a sister as a wife. One day shall crown the alliance on it. So please you here at my house and at my proper cost.
Madam, I am most apt to embrace your offer. Your master quits you, and for your service done him so much against the mettle of your sex, so far beneath your soft and tender breeding, and since you called me master for so long, here is my hand. You shall from time be your master's mistress. Is this the madman?
Aye, my lord, this same. How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. Pray you, peruse that letter. You must not now deny it is your hand. Write from it, if you can, in hand, or phrase, or say 'tis not your seal, nor your invention. You can say none of this. Well, grant it then. and tell me, in the modesty of honor, why you have given me such clear lights of favor, bade me come smiling and cross-gartered to you, to put on yellow stockings and to frown upon Sir Toby and the lighter people, and acting this in an obedient hope, why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in a dark house, visited by the priest, and made the most notorious geck and go that e'er invention played on? Tell me why!
Rash, Malvolio, this is not my writing, though I confess, much like the character, but out of question, 'tis Mariah's hand. And now I do bethink me, it was she first told me thou wast mad. Then cam'st in smiling, and in such forms which were presupposed upon thee in the letter. Prithee be content. This practice hath most shrewdly passed upon thee, but when we know the grounds and authors of it, thou shalt be both plaintiff and the judge of thine own cause.
Good madam, hear me speak. Most freely, I confess. Myself and Toby set this device against Malvolio here, upon some stubborn and uncourteous parts we had conceived against him. Maria writ the letter at Sir Toby's great importance, in recompense whereof he hath married her. How with a sportful malice it was followed may rather pluck on laughter than revenge, if that the injuries be justly weighed that have on both sides passed.
Alas, poor fool, how have they baffled thee?
Why, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrown upon them. I was one, sir, in this interlude, one Sir Topus, sir, but that's all one. By the Lord, fool, I am not mad. But do you remember, madam, why laughed you at such a barren rascal? And you smile not, he's gagged. And thus the whirligig of time brings in his revenges.
I'll be revenged on the whole pack of you!
He hath been most notoriously abused.
Pursue him and entreat him to a peace. He hath not told us of the captain yet. When that is known and golden time convents, a solemn combination shall be made of our dear souls. Meantime, sweet sister, we will not part from hence. Cesario, come, for so you shall be, while you are a man, but when in other habits you are seen, Orsino's mistress, and his fancy's queen.
When that I was but a little tiny boy with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, a foolish thing but was a toy, for the rain it raineth every day. But when I came to man's estate with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, against knaves and thieves men shut their gate, for the rain it raineth every day. But when I came, alas, to wive with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, by swaggering could I never thrive, for the rain it raineth every day. But when I came unto my beds with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, with toss-pots still had drunken heads, for the rain it raineth every day. A great while ago the world began with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain. But that's all one, our play is done, and we'll strive to please you every day.